Hello there, Falcophon, DB Gamer, Meowington, Dracologist, Winterburn. Hello, Dragon Ace. Hello, Full Arcana. Eight. Hello, Insane Buffoon. Alright, I think I'll get started now. We are back with 428 Shibuya Scramble, and we're going for alternate endings and perhaps some pop quiz stuff. This game has a whole bunch of post-game things, but I believe getting extra endings can also bring us someplace new. So let's take a look. First thing I want to do is hit up Kano at his first opportunity. Where do we have a choice? Let's do this. There were detectives. Maybe I should meet with Shizuo, I guess? No, I've got a job to focus on. Yeah. Well, I don't know, I get the feeling this is something I was supposed to have, like, I am supposed to do this, but at the same time... Yeah, there is a break over here. So how do I interrupt him? That's my question. Is it with Achi? I wonder. Messing up with those loan sharks. Winterburn, yes, the pop quiz did tell us things to do. And that was to unlock further pop quiz stuff. Maybe if I choose the wrong thing with Achi. And I go back to Kano. Yeah, maybe that won't matter. I don't know. I'll stare him down. I don't think this matters at all. Yeah, that does not seem to matter. That leads all the way to be continued. Which is kind of interesting because then it implies like it messed the entire thing up. So I gotta go back to Achi. This is one thing that's so frustrating about having beaten the game is maybe this is my problem. Is that I gotta go back and find out what everything was supposed to be. Like I'm supposed to oh, that's a good point, Dragon Ace. That guy on the train was the Pocket Watch guy. I didn't think about that. But I gotta, like, find out how everything was before I started playing the game, which is a little frustrating. Dude, that should be good. But what about this first option? About finding an opening? I gotta find a way to interfere with what Kano does. Yeah, maybe if I do one of these, the wrong ends with Achi. So when that doesn't work, maybe now I go back to Kano and see what happens. It doesn't seem to matter, unfortunately. I don't know. This is already frustrating. Because what I'm looking for is, damn, is this when I first start playing with, like, Minoru Arakawa, for example? I don't remember this. Ugh, like, should I start a new game to do the correct order for this? Because I don't know. This can get annoying. That didn't matter. I don't think. Osawa has a gap. I don't know, it's a pain in the ass, like, undoing the correct path. That doesn't seem to matter either for Osawa. Maria, whoa, spoilers. That didn't matter. Damn, what am I supposed to do to get the Kano thing? Because it's telling me, for the wrong end, I should select no right now. Like, I can't meet with Shizuo and then go to the train thing. But how do I mess up the train thing? That's what I want to know. Like, Maria is in a whole different universe. I really wonder if I should just start like a new game and play in the order the guide wants me to, which is a pain in the ass. I'll do the taxi thing with Minoru Arakawa, I suppose. Yeah, Fakafan, bad end hunting sucks. And Dragon Ace, I could go backwards for bad ends, but I would have the same exact trouble that I am now. And also, I think I'm going to still want things to be appropriate for going for the true end when I'm looking for the true end, so I still have to correct everything, which is a pain in my ass. Like, I don't see it going to a bad end for Kano, which is seriously annoying. I don't even know. Hello there, Wolfpack leaders. If I can't find a solution quickly, I might just get lazy and do the pop quiz, because this is more irritating than it's worth. Because, like, the guide assumes that I'm playing the game for the very first time, so it's like, for a bad end, select Kano, and select no, right now, and it's like, I don't freaking know. And yeah, Winterburn, finding a guide in this game is quite difficult. Like, I found one, but it doesn't work for, like, retroactive. It doesn't tell me all the settings. It just assumes that the game is for the very first time. Wolfpack leader, how long is 428? I don't know. Like, I'm reading it out loud, so it's longer than normal. Have the taxi wait? Maybe that's what I want. There, wait here, I'll be right back. Let's do that. All I want is a bad end for Kano, and it's surprisingly hard to make that happen. I got this first try. I get the feeling the bad end's in here somewhere. I just chose to have the taxi wait thing. Aboard the train. Oops. I should have gone to In Cahoots. I'll do the stare him down option or whatever. I don't think this matters, though. Or look away nonchalantly. Who cares? I don't know. It is surprisingly... Yeah, Sasayama. It is surprisingly difficult to get a bad end. Like, what am I supposed to do and undo? The Yakuza-looking guys definitely leads to a wrong thing, so I'll try that. I'll help them out after all. I'll screw up the timeline, it's fine. But this still doesn't seem to help. Because now I've botched everything. That's it to be continued, though. That doesn't help. Arakawa's at a keep out. That doesn't much seem to matter, though. And Osawa has, like, a guaranteed bad end. So does Tama, so, like, good? But where's my bad end? I'll do the other gunman thing, I guess. Oh, that's right. I remember lunging forward was what got me killed, right? There we go. So that leads to a bad end for Achi. That's fine. There. Now, Kano? It just leads to bad ends. No, Meowington, it just says for the bad end, select Kano, select no, right now, which I did. And then the next thing it says, do whatever you want for the next choice. So, like, I've done that. Head to the cafe. No, right now I gotta do something. And then for the train, do whatever I want. And that's not leading me to an end. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. This is a choice that I doubt matters. I'm stuck in the cat costume. And this was just like who to choose, and it really doesn't matter. I'll choose somebody else. Why not? Maybe that'll make all the difference. Perhaps it was the disheveled fellow on my right. Boom, did it. I miss this music. Hey look, it's an Ayakamiki poster. Anyway. Here we go. Who would have guessed that actually mattered? Jeez, unreal. Kano decided to stare him down or look away, or I don't know. He decided to look away, but his anxiety got the better of him, and after a moment he turned his gaze right back. Soon the two men were locked in a staring contest. Ah, my apologies, the man said, and he shut his phone with a click. I know it's rather rude to talk on one's cell phone when you're on a train. There it is! That's just common decency. Hey, quiz from several streams ago solved. That's where he mentioned it. Hey! The man affected a smile, then headed back to the car from which he'd come. But wait. Sheesh. Guess I overreacted. You gotta stop staring at everyone. An oddly dressed passenger murmured into Kano's ear. Blend into your surroundings more. Sasayama, when did you get here? His partner had somehow found time to change his disguise. The steely expression on his face was at odds with his anime nerd getup. Kano had seen Sasayama disguise himself as plenty of things throughout the years. It's quite rare for Sasayama to actually wear a suit. On the rare occasions when he does, and he's walking the halls of his home precinct, he frequently goes unrecognized. Here are some of Sasayama's costume designs from his evidence notebook. Santa is a must for Christmas. Stakeouts with a smile. Keep presents in bag to calm down children in case of emergency. Alright. Oh my god, this is amazing. I can pause too. Use this for train stakeouts. Don't forget awkward smile. Bag of merch. Going too far? Fill with posters and figurines. Glasses are crucial. Prized possession, clutch the chest. Point is to draw attention in crowded train cars. Tragic expression. Sunglasses. Suit and posture amplify wild animal side. Disguise for stakeouts at dockside warehouses. Let coworkers know beforehand so as not to be mistaken for real thing. La! Handcuffs up sleeves. Arrest crooks while practicing discipline. Might help to stop funeral robbers? What? For nighttime stakeouts. Plenty of exposure. Hardcore material. Emphasize bulginess in final version. Jesus. Sasayama is a legend. Chef, magician, samurai, and an astronaut to name a few. But this was a new extreme even for him. An astronaut? When he first joined the force, Kano had found Sasayama's costuming antics amusing, wondering where he managed to find his outfits, but lately his quirk had become tedious. You like the ocean? Huh? Never mind. Okay. Sasayama pulled a small bottle from his breast pocket. Oh. Drink this while you can. Guessing you haven't eaten. Oh no. Huh? What's this? The least I could do. He handed Kano the bottle and slipped away into the next compartment. Oh no, we haven't eaten though? Oh no! He'd pulled an all-nighter and hadn't eaten, so he was glad to have something. He took a sip. Whatever this was, it was bland. It almost didn't taste like anything. Just what had Sasayama given him? Ah, what the heck. Anything's better than nothing. He brought the bottle to his lips and chugged the contents down. Yup. He suddenly got a massive head rush. He felt a heat like a burning that spread from his insides throughout his whole body. No, that wasn't right. It was an ache. It was a ferocious ache. A burning that spread from his insides to his fingertips. And there was pain. A numbing that spread from his insides all the way down to his toes. Burning, aching, hurting. Burning, aching, hurting. Burning, aching, hurting. Twitchy, itchy, dizzy, sleepy, chilly, willy-nilly. Itchy, tasty. This was not good. This was super duper not good. He broke into a cold sweat, his forehead drenched, his body damp and clammy all over. He felt his grip on consciousness slipping. Sasayama, what the hell did you do to me? With bleary eyes, he squinted to read the writing on the bottle. B-U-R-N? After a scant few letters, Kano blacked out. That is a stupid ending. Wow, thanks for that. The least he could do. Kano blacked out after drinking an unknown substance without checking to see what it was. What he drank, it turns out, was a free sample of something called Burning Hammer, but don't blame Sasayama. He was just passing along the sample he got from someone in a mascot costume. Yeah, I didn't realize that was Sasayama the whole time. Hey there, Living Corpse. Well, that is a stupid bad end. At least it's not like Minorukawa, where he just explodes and beats the crap out of everybody. Alright, well now I know I better not give it to the homeless guy, because that was Sasayama. What a disguise. Businessman. Yeah, that is Sasayama. Wow, it's hard to tell. Clever. Okay. I need a new bad end now. So... That still leads to a bad end. I gotta undo things with Achi. Let's realign the timeline. Grab the Tomy and ran. That's the safe way. Tama's still at a bad end, though. What's up with that? Clearly there's something else I gotta do. I thought I saw... Oh, no! It's the Loan Sharks. That's right. The Yakuza looking guys. Let's make this right. There we go. That ought to do it. And just like that, we are back in place, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing it. So, Winterburn, how many bad ends do we have left? I don't know, but I think it's a lot. Oh, whoops, I have to actually go into the screen. I forgot. Let's go into this one. This one looks like the screen for me. Okay, so bad ending list. So the last bad end I got was 8. Now, what am I missing? Well, 35, there's no way we're going that high here. This block only goes up to 16, so Kano is good. We're done with Kano except for manipulating it for other stories. 28, we're good. 12, that looks like a winner. Let me see if there's anyone before that. I see 13, I see 15. So I got 11 then? Where's 11? Oh, okay, I got 11. Hooray. Alright, so I want 12 and 13, it looks like. So... Once again, though, I think I gotta... Damn. I think I actually do need to go back to Achi and, get those thugs going. A pain in my ass. Alright, fine. Let's go. Oh, that's right, because these thugs were looking for Yanagishi Tower, weren't they? So, yeah, now Tama should be at a bad end no matter what, right? No, but that's the shifts over bad end. I don't want that. Huh. Yeah, I don't want the shifts over bad end. I want a different thing. Huh. Maybe I'll do the other Achi thing? I don't know how much that would matter, though. Because I need something to interfere before 11:15. But I thought the thugs were the only guys who could interfere. This is at 11:15. That I don't think would matter. Huh. Because apparently from this point it shouldn't matter. I don't think Kano could do anything that would really interfere. Maybe I'll choose the wrong option for heading to the cafe? There. So we do that. How's Maria looking? Still looking good. So clearly I need to do something different. Well, Minorikawa cuts right off. You know what? Let's go to Minorikawa right now. Maybe I can get a sneaky bad end. Because this is apparently new. Winterburn, at this point, just like scrap it all and just play with the walkthrough. Yeah, honestly, Meowington, for alternate endings, like there's a way to set up for alternate endings. Minorikawa's Frantic Journey. What? Oh, we must have got... Did we get that bad ending already? Huh. I'll cut to the, Toyama, I guess. The only thing I could do is die. When Toyama's calling. I guess I'll skip to that. The only thing I can do now is die. The taxi lurched to a sudden stop as the driver slammed on the brakes. Minoru pitched forward, his face smacking against the back of the seat in front of him. Oh, Winterburn, you're actually not advocating that? Fair enough. Kimizuka stuck his head out the window. Careful, buddy, he shouted at someone on the street ahead. You're gonna get yourself killed. Minoru blinked the stars from his eyes and saw a man moving alongside the cab. The guy grabbed onto the handle of the back door. Please, I need you to let me have this cab. No way, Minoru snapped. Just who did this guy think he was? Please, I'm begging you here. Oh yeah, we saw this with Kano. Look, I'm in a hurry, pal. Get your own cab. I know how ridiculous this must sound, but please, this is really, really urgent. Urgent? Yes, it's a matter of life or death. Please. The guy did look pretty desperate. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm dealing with something urgent here, too. Then let me ride with you. I'll pay for the whole fare. My entire future's on the line here. The guy sure was persistent. Maybe he was telling the truth, but Minoru had problems of his own. Sorry, buddy. It's life or death on my end, too. And it actually is. I gotta look after me and mine. Right. So sorry to trouble you. Finally, the guy gave up and shuffled away. Guess it couldn't have been that much of a life-ending crisis after all. Minoru checked his wristwatch. Damn it! That just cost us 5 minutes! I'll try to make it up, sir, the driver called back. The taxi lurched into motion, the engine quickly revving up to speed. Is this where we, like, hit Achi or something? Whoa! Once inside the building, he avoided the elevator in favor of rushing up the stairs. Heaven Publishing rented out the 3rd and 4th floors. In all likelihood, Toyama would be at the editing department of 4-star General Gossip on the 4th floor. When he got there, however, the door was locked. Mr. Toyama! Hey, Mr. Toyama! He shouted and banged, but there was no reply. Something was seriously wrong. Minoru took a deep breath and then kicked the door in. Whoa! The sight as he stepped into the office filled him with horror. Is it the hanging thing for the 100th time? Ugh, we gotta stop doing this. With the organ music. Minoru clutched the sides of his head. I'm too late. Hey there, Michael. We gotta stop getting these freaking endings. Oh no! If only I'd gotten here a little sooner. Bad end. Well, that's a new one. Just 5 minutes. Minoru rushed to Heaven Publishing as fast as he could, but he didn't get there in time to save Toyama, and, sad to say, it was really all Kano's fault. Why does Kano want a taxi so badly? Check his 11:10's timestamp, and the situation might become clearer. There we go, did it! We got a new bad end. So I wasn't looking for this one, but this actually was the next one I was going to look for anyway, so good for me? But, how do I mess up Tama's bad end? Minoru doesn't have any choices here. It's gotta be something with Achi. Maybe I'll do the stupid choice with confronting the gunman again. And I'll get myself killed immediately. Let's see if that makes any difference. It still just says bad end. And like I can jump right to that. Does this take me to the cat costume thing no matter what? I mean, the costume thing really doesn't matter. Oh, this might be different after all. It says I'm at a total loss, but this might be what I want. Unfortunately, I have to skip this. Yeah, Yanagishita, I swear I'll get it back to you! But this might still be the cancelled ending. Like, shifts over ending. We've seen this. These loan sharks, man. They are everywhere, and yet they never get what they want unless it's a bad end. Your doofy cat face looking at them. It's so good. Am I actually gonna get paid for this gig? Ah, oh, man, the good old days with Yanagishita. What a guy. Say what? The end. Guess he's gone then. She just packs up. That's what it is. Yeah, I think we've already seen this. This is so goofy. Is that just it? Yeah, we've already seen this. That's the shifts over one. Yeah, that doesn't help. Damn. Because unfortunately for the Tama ending, I have to make it to 11:15. But, like, both of them are this. I should have two choices, which concerns me. What if I do a different option with Achi that's not the run with Hitomi one? I don't know. This is a pain in my ass. At least I could get familiar with this stuff. No, because then it just opens up with her. Like, it's clearly not the right way out of this story, but it's something. And Kano should not wait around. No, I've got a job to focus on. So that's cool. But Tama can still go, like, all the way over here. And it looks like anything but option A for the man in black, or the man with the cane, is fine, which is kind of funny. But how do I retroactively do this? Kano does that stuff and then we're just good. Like, I should have two options. Like, I guess this is the second option. What were the choices? Drink some? So selling around 11:20? How do I mess this up? Have the taxi wait? It's such a freaking mystery with this game. I don't know. Yeah, Insane Buffoon, if there is a special episode with what Yanagishita did during the alley, or during the epilogue, that'd be freaking amazing. How do I get the bad ending with Tama? This is a genuine nuisance. The Yakuza looking guys, that directly goes to a bad end for Maria, for sure. But the only thing I can think of is just this with the Norikawa. Because this is too late. And I think it's an inconsequential option. Somehow I doubt it's choosing the other thing for Ai. Hey there, Nicholas. I can't imagine what that will do, but let's try it. Yeah, with Maria, it really doesn't seem to matter. I just love that goofy-ass freaking cat face. It's the best. Like, Osawa has no choices. And then we're in the 12 o'clock block. What a freaking pain. Like, I really don't want to have to go to the actual walkthrough and then do that in order. I suppose I could. So, I'm supposed to do bad end 16, bad end 8, 13, 9, 11, keep out 1, bad end 12. But how do I do all these things? That's what's frustrating. Demo postponed. All I do is select Tama from 11:15 from the time chart. And it's like, what am I missing? I have no idea what I'm missing. I'll run with Hitomi, I guess. It doesn't seem to matter, though. Actually, wait a minute, I wonder. What if I give the thing to Sasayama, and I compromise a bad ending, and then I go further with Maria? What if that's the thing I do? Wouldn't that be interesting? Did it. I'm not going to a bad ending here. But Kano goes to a bad ending. Although it seems to be too late for that. It's like 11:35. It's way too late. And Achi's just listening to the proprietress. I don't know. I really wonder if I should just... Yes, to be continued. I really wonder if I should just, like, do a new game at some point. And just skip dialogue we've already seen. Though I kind of hate to do that. This is 11:20. Yeah, it's not really helping, is it? I mean, Arakawa's choices really don't seem to matter for my purposes. What if I do the Yakuza looking guys now? I don't know. If this doesn't work, then I'm just going to go to the pop quiz. Because this is a pain in my ass. This is not making for a terribly exciting stream. It's just the shifts over bad end. So, like, I got shifts over. And that was bad. Shifts over is bad end 11. And that leads to keep out, which leads to bad end 12. But how do I do these things? It's very irritating. Also, I want to see how to unlock other endings, because I'm going to have to get on that. I don't know, man. Let me check the other bad endings, I guess. Let's see how this works. So I did Kano's thing. You know what, the hell with it. Let's just go in order, I guess. So Achi lunges the man with the cane. We've done that. Yeah, let's just do that. How about that? Let's just make this happen. Even though this is a pain in my ass. So, Achi lunged at the guy. Did it. There. Immediate bad end with Achi. Got it. So now that I've taken care of that, we'll do Minorukawa at 11:50, which I cannot do. That's a keypad I've already seen, I guess. I think I corrected Kano. Oh, that's right. I have to give the drink to not Sasayama. So I think I switched that over. Perhaps that'll do it. Businessman. There. Kano is safe. Now, Minorukawa is still going to keep out mysteriously enough. But I haven't seen this, I guess. Which is a little weird. Oh well, I guess I'll just activate the keep out. It's strange that I can't just select it. The door was locked. I'm calling for Toyama, but there was no reply. Something was wrong. I kicked the door in, and he's about to hang himself. What are you doing? So he's like, oh man, Minorukawa, what are you doing? Hey there, Barry. So yeah, he was replacing a fluorescent light? No, he wasn't. But then we hear Hana, who comes in with the tube. Yeah, I've already read this. This was getting ridiculous. What the heck is going on? And then this leads to the keep out, which I couldn't select for some reason. That was strange. but I got it, so there's that. Oh, they just never allow me to select it, I guess. I don't know. I did Kano's thing. Lost sight of the van. Yeah, Achi lunged. That was clumsy. Minorikawa at 1150 though. I can't even do that. And this still leads to the freaking shifts over. I guess I'll clear Achi anyway, right? Still, this is very frustrating. Because I should be able to do the Achi thing. Yeah, I grabbed Hitomi and ran. That's good. I did not head to the cafe. That's good. Minorikawa's still at a keep out. Osawa's choice I don't think really matters. Damn, now I gotta see what I need to undo. Maybe it was Minorikawa's taxi thing. Ugh, not the most exciting stream, I'll admit. I might just go to Pop Quiz, because this is going nowhere. That didn't really make a difference. I don't know. Don't think that makes a difference either, but I'll do it. I gave the drink to the right person. Yakuza looking. Oh, right. I gotta unhelp the Yakuza looking guys. How clumsy of me. There we go. Now I'll go to Minorikawa, if that makes a difference. That's better. 1150. Sun. But yeah, then I just jump to Achi. That's fine. So I should clear a problem? But again, I don't know where to go from that. I jump to Achi. The blue minivan arrives. Maybe this is how I get to Kama. Yeah, okay, let's go together. Maybe this compromises Tama. Yes. No? That's it to be continued. I don't know. I feel that I'm just like... Where was that? The blue minivan, yeah, lost sight of the van. I do want that. But how the hell do I get to Maria's bad end, though? I really might just start a new file and just go through the endings in order, because this is no good. Like, I have my bonus data for other things. I really might just do a new file at another point. Like, I don't even know what to tell you for this. There. I'll just save and do the pop quiz. This is kind of frustrating, I gotta admit. This is really not going anywhere. I'll just wait till it gets to a save thing. There it is. Damn, this went nowhere quickly. I apologize. Do I actually have to go into the thing to go to the main menu? Man, I feel bad. Getting these bad ends is genuinely difficult when it's not a brand new game. Alright. Pop quiz time. Because this is going freaking nowhere. Meowington, even for exploring alternate endings, I think I'm better off doing an entirely new file. This is really unfortunate. I would love to see how to unlock respective endings. Because Suzune's ending, I know it was for, what was it? Like, for Suzune's ending, it was getting X number of endings. But I want to see how to do, how to get, like, the true ending and that other stuff. Because I don't think it tells me how to do it. I'll try for the true end, but I don't know if I have what it takes to unlock it, but I'll try it. I'll just see what happens. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'll see what happens. Alright, we're gonna go to Kano and go to 1905. I don't know if this will work, but we'll try it. What are you thinking? I just want to know the password. Well, we've already got that. Ache. At 19. Rising Emotions. I have to set aside, we're good. Tateno. 1910. Aiming at Kanon. We'll see, we'll see. Tateno said, I don't want to pull this trigger if I don't have to. Okay. We've been there with Creepy Kanon Face. We got that. Now, Jack, 1920. Revenge or a mission? If I don't sink to her level, I'll never be able to beat her. Oh, damn. That's a different thing. And then, now I go to Epilogue. Is it the same thing? It says skip to the next possible section, but I don't know if this will work. A failed plan? I don't know. I don't know if this works. We'll find out, I guess. I can still access the epilogue, though. So this is when the CIA head is driving over Kanon. Gordon and Alphard sat in the back seat as the car sped along the highway. Here. Gordon tossed the handcuff key. We've read this. Haven't we already read this? He unlocked her cuffs. Palmer was arrested. I don't know if this is making a difference. She's got the blood. Our primary objective was just for the research facility, but oh well, good job getting the blood. Meowington, I don't know about Vengeance versus Non. I'm just going with what it told me can lead to a potential true ending. I mean, there are wrong endings, and there are set, pre-prepared endings. So I'm just mashing buttons. And there are these lights that refuse to go out. Hello there, Danny. Okay, so do we get anything different? I don't know. Just the end. It just cuts to the end. Never mind about the happy ending with Kano, which was the normal end. Is the true ending just less satisfying? That seems disappointing. Just hard cut to the published by Spike Chunsoft Jeez. I gotta save for it. That was it? Was that like the less satisfying ending? I don't know. In Meowington, there's no point in playing the entire epilogue because if it were new, I wouldn't be able to scroll through all the text I'd already seen. So I got that going for me. Let's see, like I didn't get the black bookmark. I think I have to do something different to, yeah, I only have the white bookmark. Like there's another way to look up other endings. Screw it. I'm doing pop quiz now. I will actually start a new file to get these other endings. It's just a real pain in the ass that it doesn't tell me configurations for wrong endings. Alright, pop quiz time. How utterly disappointing.
いきましょう。第4問。
So fill in the blank. You're the one making the blah argument here. Take that. So in this one, it's going to be extreme. Where's the... How do I okay? Start? Yeah, confirm. Did it. Wow, I got it. The Kinder Partners. I forgot about these kids. Excuse me? Do you have a moment? Tape recorder in hand, Chiaki called out to a pair of young girls who were standing by the statue of Hachiko. Each girl carried a lollipop half the size of her face. Meowington, regarding the non-vengeful choices in the block, I really don't feel like searching through every single choice and seeing what's what. Like, I'm just going by a guide here. What do you two think about Shibuya? The girls looked at one another. Do you not understand the question? Chiaki pressed. The children slowly licked away at their candy. Not really, one of them said at last. Chiaki was taken aback by the girls' grown-up tone. Mm-hmm, yeah? Yeah. The girls nodded at one another, their faces disapproving. Huh? Chiaki was confused. What's going on? Do we know you, lady? Huh? Ugh. See, this is why people keep saying that adults nowadays have no common sense. Yeah, ease off on the small talk. This is the first time we've even met, after all. Didn't your mom teach you any manners? Jeez. Chiaki took a step backwards and wrapped her arms around herself as the children stared at her coldly. I'm sorry to have upset you? Ah, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Oh, thanks, DJ Gamer, checking like a Steam forum for this stuff. Being treated like a child by small children made Chiaki blush bright red from embarrassment. Their arrogant reproach left her too flustered to fully process the situation. So what's up? One of the girls went on. Excuse me? Chiaki said warily. You were asking about Shibuya? Wow, this is, like, super awkward. I'm kind of amused by this. Yes, of course. Recoiling some more under the children's gaze, Chiaki chose her words very carefully. So, what do you two think about the city of Shibuya? Perhaps? The pair quickly lowered their eyes, their expressions forlorn. That's probably not a good sign. It used to be so nice way back when. What are they, like 5 years old? What even is this? Way back? Just when was way back for these two? Nowadays Shibuya has gotten all dead quiet. Yeah, used to be back in the day you could just stand around here and see something interesting go down, day in and day out. Chiaki was utterly dumbfounded by the girl's ostensible worldliness. She listened in fascination as they continued. Yeah, but even that was maybe something that's sorta hinged on your mood. I hear ya. Maybe it's just her mindset that's changed, that's all. What is happening? So I'm guessing you got tests coming up? Yeah, my mom just will not shut up about nagging me to study. I'm about to start practicing for interviews myself. Oh, it's too early for that. Besides, if anyone messes up the real thing, it's the parent. At some point, Chiaki become a bystander to the girl steering back and forth. Man, I wish I had more freedom to do stuff. I started taking piano lessons to help with the enrollment test, too. What? Guess you'll never wind up rich if you don't go all out. I hate money. Rich people always have these awful sunken-in faces. Yeah, a while back I saw a father and son buying an entire box of trading cards, and they both looked hideous. Yikes. It's kind of a sad story, though. The kid looked like he really wanted something else instead. That's the impression I got, anyway. And as usual, the parent was completely oblivious? Yeah, and so the kid had to put on his fake smile of appreciation and everything. I know how that goes. Chiaki felt increasingly inclined to leave, but she wasn't sure how to do so gracefully. Parents these days, she reflected, were foisting off an awful lot of things onto their children. They seemed completely ignorant of how much of a burden was too much. As she stood vacillating, the conversation continued. But yeah, when our kindergarten teacher plays the organ, there's some real soul to it. It's so moving. Oh, I love organ playing. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with test prep, you need to learn how to play an instrument. Yeah, maybe I ought to change up my way of life. What is happening? Hey there, Galleon. Chiaki began to feel ashamed of herself. Ashamed that she'd been so simple in her thinking as to expect this interview to be easy. These kids were having a really tough time of things. Feeling pathetic for her own shallow short-sightedness, Chiaki sank down to the pavement. Whoa, hey lady, what's the matter? One of the girls asked. Hey there, Kent. Chiaki hung her head. You got a tummy ache? Want some of this? The other girl held out a lollipop. No, it's not that. Chiaki was only barely managing to contain her tears. Are you worried this interview's not going well? You shouldn't let it get to you. It's not the end of the world or anything. The cheer on the girls' faces brought Chiaki a small flush of consolation. Yeah, keep your chin up. We can keep going with the interview. We can talk about whatever. There's this place I grab food from a lot that my mom doesn't know about. Maybe we could talk there. They got these stupid tasty agar jelly strips. Yeah, my mom tells me I shouldn't spend too much on snacks, but you gotta sneak a little of that into your routine. The two girls gently patted Chiaki atop the head. She could tell it just wasn't gonna be her day. Man, that was weird. Did you enjoy our tale of these precocious preschoolers? None of us can go back to our childhoods, but we can give you some good hints. In Achi's story, in the 15 o'clock time block, Achi and Hitomi are flagged down by Minorikawa. Take a close look after that. This path leads to a bad ending, so the clue might be tough to spot. Have fun looking for it. See you next time. Whoa. That was way out there. Okay. Wow. Well then.
さあ、第5問。
Alright, before doing this, Osawa's blood type. Before doing this, I'm gonna try the thing that DJ Gamer said and see if I can't possibly get that one wrong end, because bad end hunting really sucks once you've already beaten the game. So I'll try this one thing and see what happens. But I have a lot of endings that I need to go for, so this could suck. Anyway. Let's go to Kano 1905. What? Oh, was this not for that bad ending? It was a different one? I'll try it. Kano 1905. C. Okay. Again, I don't know if I've officially unlocked this ending, so we don't know what's gonna happen. My friends will avenge me. Uh-huh. Achi, 19 o'clock. Oh, I went all the way around the other way. 19 o'clock. C. Okay. Tateno, 1910. B. Uh-huh. Jack, 1930. C. I. What? There is no 1930. Well, that was fun. Bonus content. Pop quiz. Hooray.
さあ、第5問。
Okay, what? Oh, Hitomi's blood type. Well, this should be an easy one, right? It's just like... Bombay? Yeah, Bombay. Oops. How do I go back? There. Oh, Miku, cool. A straight right came her way just as she let down her guard. The blow caught her in the chin, and for an instant she saw white. As she was driven back against the mesh cage, a knee strike hurtled toward her. She managed to change positions just in time to dodge, then close distance with her opponent. Man, she's tough, Miku thought to herself. Bride's open-weight champion, Crybaby Mizuho, was a dyed-in-the-wool, tried-and-true fighter. One of Miku's eyelids felt like it was badly swollen. She was having a hard time seeing. Mizuho's hardy frame was little more than a blur, and the punch Miku had just taken had left her distinctly unsteady. What if this other woman rushed and tackled her? No doubt Miku would wind up down on the mat, where she'd be pummeled over and over. Or perhaps her opponent would instead make use of her expert footwork to deal out some more precision strikes. With the hurt Miku had already taken, dealing with that would be difficult as well. Miku was in a proverbial corner. Oh, how she wanted to just drive a fist right into Mizuho's big mouth. What are you gonna do, Miku? Did you come this far just to lose? Mizuho closed the gap. Her 180 centimeter tall, 80 kilogram frame came charging in. A thin smile showed on her doughy face. Miku had first seen Mizuho fight 1 year earlier. Her face radiated weakness, and she cried when she got hit. Oh god. Hence her nickname, Crybaby Mizuho. But through her tears, Mizuho fought desperately, managing in the end to pull off a joint lock that won her the match. The crowd went absolutely wild at the Crybaby fighter's underdog victory, but Miku was not convinced by Mizuho's performance. Mizuho was assuredly much stronger than she'd seemed. She'd taken karate lessons at a local dojo up through middle school. She'd been in her high school intramural wrestling team, and lately she had taken up jujutsu. There was no way a woman like that could be such a crybaby. She'd been fighting at half her potential in order to make things more fun for the audience. Miku knew that, since the matches at Bride were part of the spectacle, making things fun for the customers was important. Even so, she wanted to see the champion fight at her full strength, and so she'd fought her way up the ladder to get that chance. After winning the match that put her in position for a shot at the title, Miku had grabbed the microphone and shouted to both Mizuho and the crowd, "Mizuho, next time you're fighting me, and we're fighting for real." Afterwards, the manager had been furious. By saying fighting for real, you made it sound like the other matches here at Bride are all fixed. It was true that the matches were indeed for real, with no outcome decided ahead of time. But Mizuho's crybaby persona was just an act, even if it was an entertaining one, and she spent the first part of each of her fights putting out a lot of fake tears. Miku scowled at the manager. "I don't want to fight Crybaby Mizuho, I want to fight Mizuho. I want to fight that's full force from the get-go." "You dumbass," roared the manager. "Take one look at her!" Among the slender-framed fighters on Bride's roster, Mizuho stood out as bulging and burly. And not even by the most charitable standards in the world could her face be called pretty. Mizuho's on the roster in the first place because of her crybaby character. If she gave that up, she'd be giving up her position at Bride. Miku felt silent. Was getting a legit fight out of Mizuho impossible then? She fretted anxiously about it until the title match finally came. "Yeah, DJ Gamer Meowington, I can give the epilogue choices again just to see what happens." Once the fight started, though, the other woman in the octagon was no crybaby. Mizuho unleashed a mighty punch the instant the gong sounded, and the blow hit Miku like nothing she'd felt before. The impact shocked her even through her guard. Mizuho then shot forward like a rocket, tackling Miku against the cage. Miku clung to her tightly to avoid being taken to the mat. Mizuho whispered into her ear, "You wanted a real fight? Challenge accepted." Mizuho released her, then retreated to the center of the octagonal ring. Then she held out one hand, gesturing as if to say, "Bring it on." A confused uproar rose from the crowd. This wasn't how things usually went. Miku could feel every cell in her body jumping for joy. "Yeah!" And she rushed at Mizuho with all her might. But the match quickly developed into a rather one-sided affair. Soon Miku was struggling just to avoid getting KO'd too quickly. Her opponent was strong, stronger than she'd imagined. Mizuho grinned as she charged forward, and Miku was out of options. Was the bigger woman coming in for a tackle? As soon as Miku prepared to defend against the tackle, a wide hook came her way instead. She barely managed to deflect it. Then Mizuho rooted her feet and launched into a flurry of punches. Miku was astounded by the fury of the attack. The champion threw punch after punch without bothering to guard herself. Finally, Miku was able to follow up with a single counterpunch of her own. She landed a clean hit right on the bridge of Miku's nose. A stream of blood poured out from one nostril. With a gleeful grin, Mizuho stuck out her tongue and lapped at her own blood, and then she set her feet once more and threw another punch. The powerful blow clipped Miku in the temple and her head reeled. Enraged, Miku retaliated with a punch of her own. Neither of the two budged as they traded blows. Before long, amidst the cheers, Miku and Mizuho were merely pummeling each other. There was no skill, no technique, just two bulls butting heads. Miku's molars clattered, her lungs felt like they might burst. She was at her body's limit. Just a little longer. It was hopeless, she knew that, but she had to hang in there. Just one more punch, she told herself again and again. Just one more punch. Only halfway conscious, she continued battering back at her opponent. There was an especially loud cheer from the crowd, and then suddenly, someone grabbed Miku from behind. Stop! Stop! It was the referee. Mizuho was sprawled out at Miku's feet. Victory by knockout with a right hook! Even after the ref said it, Miku could scarcely believe what had happened. She stood there in a daze for a while, and then Mizuho came stumbling over to her. You got me, she said, fair and square. As soon as she saw the look of gratitude and respect on Mizuho's face, tears started dreaming? Come on. Streaming, I think, down Miku's cheeks. She tried to hold them back, but they just kept coming. Hey now, only one of us gets to be the crybaby, Mizuho said, her voice husky with emotion. Tears had welled up in her eyes, too. The two clung to one another, weeping. I'm so glad I was able to get a real match in the end, Mizuho whispered into Miku's ear. For several months after that, Miku defended her title. While she was warming up backstage one day, the manager came in, carrying a cardboard box. Package for you, Miku. The sender was Mizuho. The box was packed full of oranges. Mizuho had quit the day after their title match. Evidently, she'd gone home to take over her family's farm. Miku peeled the skin off of one, pulled off a section, and ate it. The vibrant, striking, and bittersweet taste, so very reminiscent of their fight, filled her mouth like a little explosion. Yay! Did you enjoy our tale of femme fatales forging a friendship through fighting? Nice full iteration. Well then put up your dukes, because we've got some new info for you. In Minorikawa's story, in the 16 o'clock time block, Minorikawa takes a taxi to Heaven Publishing. He passes some strange writing on the road. Maybe take a closer look? Keep your eyes peeled and we'll see you next time. This game and its freaking riddles, man. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't get that ending stuff. I'll try it one more time.
第6問
Let's see what happens. One more time. But I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to unlock criteria for the epilogue. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So. Boom. Kano, 1905. What are you thinking? I just want to know the password. Achi, 19 o'clock. Rising emotions. Set aside hatred. Got it. Tateno, 1910. Aiming at Kanan. Creepy face. I don't want to pull the trigger. Got it. Jack, 1920. Maybe that was the problem. Revenge or a mission? If I don't sink through her level, I'll never be able to beat her. I got that too. Then select the epilogue. Skip to the next possible section if you can. So maybe just this one. Like, I can't, ... but like, there aren't any choices. That's my problem. Like, I still think I might have to actually unlock this. There aren't choices. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to meet some requirement to unlock the true ending. I just don't remember what it is. Yeah, like, this is not new. Meowington, like, the choice is locked in whether I actually saved or not, so I'm good. So, like, Dragon Ace, yes, the game archives the pop quiz hints for me. Like, regarding unlocking the extra endings, how do you unlock this stuff? It also kind of pisses me off that, like, I can't very easily see how to unlock these extra endings. Bad ends need to be unlocked to have a certain character chapter. I still gotta see how I do this though, which is very irritating. These are all bad ends for that. Yeah, it says normal ending, assuming you've gotten 50 bad ends. Suzune end. Yeah, it says white bookmark, assuming you've got 50 bad ends. This unlocks a Suzune end. Suzune end, just do it. True end. I guess I should be able to do the epilogue thing, though. But, like... What's... Like, I made all the choices. I'll check Jack one more time just to make sure the choice locked in. It did. I'm in. Select the epilogue from the time chart. All of this is epilogue. I can't? There's no I can't. It just said, like... I don't know. It says skip to the next possible section, but what's the next possible section? Kanan's friend, true intention? I don't freaking know. I'm not seeing choices here, is my problem. I need to watch the entire thing? Ah, god damn it. Like, we've already watched the entire thing, though. I mean, I will say Suzune had an option to skip to Achi during her own ending, but I don't think I'm capable of doing that, which is, like, this is a long ending to read. So, like, where's the way to make this work? I skipped to the last section already. I'll see if this does anything. I'm just gonna mash buttons. But this is, like, very redundant. Oh, they're Clangdon? Like, I have no idea where to go with this. Like, I'm just watching the same epilogue again. I really think next time I stream this, I'm seriously going to just start an entirely new file and then work my way up to the next block. Because, like, this guide is unbearable unless you're playing the game for the very first time. We've seen this already. Where's the I can't? Like, I shouldn't even be able, at least as far as every single other chapter in the game has been concerned, I shouldn't be able to skip over new content. But I could still jump right to the end. Here, we have a save. I saved, even though it shouldn't make a difference. There's Kanan. There's another save. That was a quick save, so who knows? Maybe that was something. So there's the flashback. Doing it. There's the GPS. Yeah, Winterburn, the guide is pretty damn good if you're playing the game for the very first time, but if you make any choices other than what it already tells you to do, you could potentially ruin everything. Yeah, DJ Gamer, maybe I'll check that out, the Fua novel walkthrough. That sounds like a good plan. So another memory, getting knocked out. Yeah, Meowington, non-vengeful choices equals no vengeful choice for Maria, but I haven't seen choices at all. I mean, it is true that Maria was going to get ready to do something about Kanan in the shootout, so we'll see what happens, I guess. I'm just mashing X for an hour over here. Yeah, DJ Gamer, if you could link to the Fu Novel guide, that would be very much appreciated. Because the guide I have is really good for a completely blank slate, but otherwise, it's, like, not worth it. I've got it! I need to get out there. But we've already seen this. Okay, Asawa takes Maria out. Alright, thank you, DJ Gamer. I'll look that up shortly. So we're lethargic. We're going out. I've already seen all of this. Kanan's probably dead, we'll find out. That isn't Kanan! Okay, so we're going toward Kanan. So I guess Maria won't pull a gun, assuming this true ending can be activated. So Kanan continues to be a jerk. But we're gonna get ready and see what happens at probably about this point. Don't let her get me too mad. Yeah, you wouldn't allow me to blow up the bomb with you so close, would you? Dramatic build-up. They were ready to fire at Alphard. Dramatic build-up. Okay. Alphard tossed her gun. She surrenders. Stanley secures her. Took out the detonator. Good. Okay, she's surrendering. He could just shoot Alphard in the head, but no. Tateno chose not to fire. Okay, so Tateno went to pick up the gun, but he was too late. The gun was gone and it's in freaking Maria's hands. So, what have we done here? Like, I'm telling you, I think this is the same damn ending. Like, I would not be even slightly surprised if I'm supposed to unlock something else before getting the true ending, because otherwise, why don't I do the, like, just the true ending first, right? Shouldn't I be able to do the true ending in the very beginning? This is all identical. I get the feeling this is like Mischief Makers, where you can do the, like, the S-rank ending if, you, like, get all the gold gems first, but you don't have the opportunity in the credits to get the ending, unless you've gotten the gold gems. And then Osawa gets shot. It's the same damn ending. Like, I'm telling you, if there was something new, then I wouldn't be able to skip it. Also, Meowington, it looked like Osawa was going to live anyway, because they were carting him off in an ambulance. I mean, it was kind of ambiguous, but, like, I would not be surprised if he lived. It's the same damn ending. Like, the fact that I'm allowed to scroll through the text means it's the same ending. Like, look, it's the same ending. It's the same damn ending. No, DJ Gamer, I got the normal ending, because when I got it, I got a trophy that specifically says normal ending. So that was cool. What am I doing? I'm not here. I guess I'll just do the time chart and select something else. That was a whole lot of redundancy. Alright, next question.
第6問
Yanagishita is managing director of this company. I would not have remembered this one. Boom. First try every time.
お見事
The day that Achi came... Oh, Suzumu Nishizawa versus Yoji Kiryu. The day that Achi came back to SOS... Oh, Meowington, there's a scene toward the end? Like, where toward the end? Like, how many scenes am I gonna watch? Like, there were like 5 or 6 epilogue blocks. I really don't feel like watching all of them. Like, where should I skip to? Alright, so the day that Achi came back to SOS, the day when, for the first time in a long while, SOS became whole again, let's go back 2 weeks before that fated reunion. The gang was in the midst of a minor quarrel, but we have to set a proper example. The pool hall fell silent at Kiryu's aggravated outburst. Provoking the new second-in-command was a fine way to wind up victim to the guillotine. And so the other gang members remained tight-lipped, warily looking on. Come on, Suzumu, you know I'm right. Meowington, the epilogue plays the same until near the end. Like, I saw the end. Or at least I scrolled to the text that said it. Suzumu didn't flinch under Kiryu's glare. Wait, watch the Kano one? What Kano one? Like, there's no Kano anything in the epilogue. Or you mean the Kano part of the epilogue where they're cheering or whatever? I don't know where that is. So set an example of what? All you want to do is get rowdy because you feel like it. Look, just step aside. I've got business with that little punk behind you. Behind Suzumu was a skinny teenager, barely more than a boy. He wore a look of abject terror, like a rabbit caught in a lion's gaze. What exactly is so fun about finding different excuses to terrorize your friends? Suzumu asked. Kiryu snickered mockingly, then grinned. Huh, good question. Guess it's cool, messing with guys who joined up with SOS after I did. The conflict, as usual, had started more or less over nothing. Each night, the members of SOS gathered at their pool hall in Ura Harajuku. There was no set meetup time or anything like that. Around the time the place was teeming with other gang members, Kiryu would turn up. Suzumu generally appeared shortly afterward. Oh, the third one? Alright, thanks. I wish I'd known that earlier, because I checked the last one and the first 2, and there's just nothing. But today, the last person to show up had been the kid Suzumu was currently shielding. As the young fellow quietly took a seat, Kiryu had suddenly blown his top. "The hell you think you're doing?" The kid froze with fear at the ferocious shout, but his cringing demeanor only poured more fuel onto the fire. "Whoever shows up last has got to apologize, you know." As Kiryu reached for his favorite makeshift wooden cudgel, Suzumu had interposed himself. "Suzumu, are you seriously trying to tell me that SOS doesn't have a proper pecking order?" "That's not what I'm saying." Suzumu continued to stare Kiryu down. "But what's it matter? You don't understand anything anyway." Kiryu suddenly rolled up his right sleeve, then sat down and set his elbow on the table, his right hand raised and open like a claw. "Want to settle this with a show of strength?" A glimmer of challenge shone in Kiryu's eyes. "You're on." Suzumu sat down opposite him. Planting his own elbow on the table, he reached across and clasped hands with Kiryu. Kiryu squeezed back as if threatening to crush Suzumu's palm in his fingers. "If I win," he said, "you let me do what I want." Someone stepped out of the crowd to act as a referee. It was one of Kiryu's cronies. At once, the bar was gripped with excitement, as if a championship game were on the line. "Waste that punk, Suzumu! Come on, Suzumu, you could do it!" The leader had a strong showing of support from the crowd. "You got this, Kiryu!" But the upstart's backing section wasn't exactly small either. "Heh, looks like we got him all worked up," Kiryu said. He picked up an empty beer bottle with his free hand and smashed it against the edge of the table. Shards of broken glass littered the tabletop between their arms. "This ought to make things more interesting." "Yeah, I bet it will." The referee leaned in, giving the pair's tightly clasped hands a quick tap. "Ready, and go!" The competitors' biceps bulged. Both men started to shudder visibly. Their arms seemed locked in place, neither giving way. Kiryu flashed a broad, leering grin, a vein popping out against his temple. "Man, you really are a wuss. You ain't leader material." "You think so, huh?" Suzumu answered through gritted teeth. "If you don't keep him on a tight leash, SOS will fall apart once it's finally gotten big enough." Kiryu grunted as he started to bend Suzumu's arm downward. "You thick or something? Whoever said anything about SOS getting bigger?" Suzumu replied. He struggled to force his arm back up. The walls echoed with the sound of people cheering Suzumu's name. Bolstered by their support, he mustered up his last reserve of strength. But still, his arm would not move. Kiryu's grip held him like a vice. "That the best you can do? Some leader you are." Then Kiryu put all of his strength into his arm. Suzumu's knuckles thudded against the table. Thin shards of glass stabbed into the back of his hand. "Yeah!" Kiryu let out a triumphant cry of victory. Cradling his bloodied hand, Suzumu grimaced back at him. "Well, that settles it. Fair and square. Now I'm gonna teach that kid a lesson." Once more, Kiryu reached for his cudgel. The young fellow tried to bolt away. "Stop right there," Suzumu called after him. "Ha ha ha! You finally come around then, Suzumu?" Kiryu asked. He twirled the piece of wood around as he sauntered slowly toward his prey. "You stop right there too, Kiryu," Suzumu added. Kiryu paused in his tracks. "Hey, what gives?" The kid tilted his head questioningly. "Apologize to Kiryu," Suzumu said. The youngster blinked in disbelief. "I said apologize," Suzumu repeated. "Yeah, okay." The kid bowed his head deeply. "I'm sorry, Kiryu." "That should settle things, right, Kiryu?" Kiryu went red in the face. "What the hell, man? Are you kidding me?" Enraged, he stepped forward to swing his club at the kid. "I told you to stop." Suzumu drove his bloodied fist right into Kiryu's face. "There," he snapped as Kiryu staggered backward. "I think that's enough violence for one day." The look on his face was nothing short of blood-curdling. "If that's still not enough for you, next up we can settle things with our fists." Once again, he and Kiryu were staring daggers at each other. With a click of his tongue, Kiryu was the first to look away. "Alright, I'll back off for today." Tossing aside his club, he stomped out of the bar. So, thank you so much," murmured the kid apologetically. His gaze was fixed on Suzumu's hand. Even as he told the kid not to worry about it, Suzumu could feel doubt welling up like a storm inside him. Kiryu had said, "for today." At some point, the two of them really were going to wind up coming to blows, and Suzumu couldn't lose that fight. No matter how tough Kiryu was, Suzumu wasn't going to let him become leader of the gang. Especially not considering who it was who put Suzumu in that position in the first place. With a newfound determination, he clenched his injured fist, even as the blood continued to stream down. Damn, that's intense. Did you enjoy our tale of a heated showdown between two rivals? Well then get ready for some fancy footwork, because here comes some sweet new info. In Minorikawa's story, in the 12 o'clock time block, the journalist flags down the man from the knick-knack shop as he's passing on his bicycle. Try waiting until after the background slips away and you'll see what happens. Have fun looking and we'll see you next time. Okay, Meowington, once the credits play, keep going and watch the movie attached after the car scene. God damn it, like, really? There is nothing that hints at this. Again, I should not be able to skip
続いて
if I
第
haven't
7
seen it
問
before. I'll go in there one more time. This is some bullshit. Alright, here we go. So, wait, Meowington, you said it was the third one, but, like, I've already watched the third one. You're saying Kano, though? Isn't it just here, the bomb? Is that all? Like, I'm gonna go to the bomb one, I guess, Kano and Achi. And then I'll blah, blah, blah my way through his dialogue, and then, once the credits play, keep going. Freaking unbelievable. See what happens. I guess to be fair, the Kanan end part was like the very end was the post credit stuff, but like give me a damn break. You are one reckless guy. That makes two of us. We're gonna have our sweet photo op moments. We're gonna have a I love that watch guy. We're gonna have the victory throwing up and down. So many things I want to say, but I can't do it. Like how for real? How are you supposed to figure out the true ending? Like there's no damn way. You actually have to go through the whole epilogue again? Or at least a whole section of the epilogue? Like, what would indicate this? But hold on, we got a hip hip hooray, and then we're gonna bounce back to Kano, I guess. There's our save, we got it. Kano feels pretty good. Once they're in the car, don't skip anything? Are you goddamn kidding me? Alright. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, the fact that I'm able to scroll through the text at all, the only thing I could think of is if there's a jump in there somewhere. So here, we're thinking about Rumi. I'll let the credits play, even though I really, really shouldn't have to. So we're getting the slow text, which is good. So where's the part where Rumi says, good job? Ah, here we go! In that gentle voice. Good job. That is a really great way to link to the credits, though. I super appreciate that. Alright, fine. I'll let the credits movie play, even though I really shouldn't have to. It's a good song, though. And I do like the aesthetic. Hooray, we did it! Jack plays Jack. I think I covered that last time. Alcaron is played by Fairy, just one name, I guess. Various foreigners. I love that, just foreigners. I love how in this game the bad guy is like all the villains are foreigners. Like Achi's father, kind of. I mean, well, he definitely is a motivation for, but he has like, he's trying to save his daughter, even though what he's doing is god awful. But the pure evil people are all foreigners, which is kind of funny. Yeah, Meowington, be thankful that it's not Sierra making this game. Except it is, because this is freaking Moon Logic. Like, what would tell you what the true ending... Like, how would you even know there was a true ending? Like, I see normal ending, I see Suzune ending, I've seen other endings that I won't tell you what they are yet. But for the true ending, how the hell are you supposed to know, like, just do the epilogue again? Like, come on. But we'll see. Oh yeah, Dragon Age for sure. The next game I stream is not going to be anywhere nearly this long. I might still stream this game a little bit more because there are other endings to get. If I can access the bad endings more easily, that'd be great. But I'll need to see what it takes to unlock the other endings, because there's the true ending, and I think there are still 3 more. And I know what they're called, but I'm not going to tell you what they're called because, well, one of them is kind of a giveaway. So we'll get to that later. Miku fighting Tama, and Tama just like deflecting everything. That was the weirdest. Jack Stanley looking super hardened. I love how Jack Stanley is like the one not evil foreigner. Like, I think he's the only not evil foreigner in the game, which is great. Yeah, Meowington, the game does tell you for the pop quiz secret section. If the pop quiz stuff tells you about the true ending, then maybe that's a different story. But, like, if I'm allowed to access the true ending now, that's weird. Because Suzune, I had to unlock that. But the pop quizzes, yeah, there are 10 pop quiz questions, and when you watch their episodes, each of them give you, you get 10 hints in total for 10 other episodes, which I think will be interesting. And that's when you go back into the story and look for particular timestamps to find the little cryptic clue they're telling you about so you can answer something, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, I guess. With Dragon Age, he's not the evil foreigner. What, Jack Stanley? I've heard faker. I mean, if you want to call him out on fakeness, how about freaking John Hancock signing his card? That is like, there's gotta be a joke in there somewhere. Like, obviously it's a joke by American standards, but did the Japanese people know this? Or did they just tell him to write something and he did, and they wondered if the Japanese people would notice? Because that's too weird. I don't know. RQA, QLOC SA, QLOC, I don't know. Whole bunch of QA stuff. This seriously must have required a ton of QA testing for real. Like, I can only imagine how brutal it must have been to actually, like, put this game together. Kano's determined salute. Producer. We get Achi and Atomi when they're about to make the dramatic sacrifice. Executive producer. Alright, here we go. We're at the damn car, which I'm not supposed to skip, I guess. Here we go. I swear to God, my choice had better come up. Like, I really hope I didn't have to unlock something to make this happen. Because otherwise, this is going to be such a pain in the ass. So we already read this. Like, Kano's thing didn't have anything. I could have just skipped to the car, I think. Like, I don't even know if I had to do the Kano section. So I've already seen this part. I know I skipped ahead toward the end of this, so maybe I missed something at the last second, but I've read this part. So we'll see where this goes. I don't know. And I'm also still a little weirded out that Suzune's ending gave me the option to jump to Achi, and I couldn't exercise that option. Oh, that's right. I lied. After the true ending, there are 4 endings. One of them is Achi related. So I gotta unlock that somehow. Alright, so this is the... We already did this. It went straight to the end. I already did this. Look, nothing happened. There's gotta be something I have to do to unlock the true ending, or something. I'll admit the guide I checked didn't specify anything, but this was the same. Nothing happened. There's a save. We'll see if anything comes up of this. Nope. Cool. Nothing happened. Just like I said it would. I'll do one more pop quiz thing because this is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. I told you I shouldn't be able to skip. Alright, the 22nd performance by the theater troupe The Wandering Angels. Okay, this is question number 7, I think it is. Okay. Oops. Boom. Doing it. Oh, this guy, Shinosuke Orai. If I had to compare it to something, it would be gum stuck to the bottom of a shoe. I, Shinosuke Orai, first came across the Impulse when I was young. It's good that you got to see this when you were still little, my parents said to me. We had gone to see one of Shakespeare's 4 great tragedies, King Lear. The material was a bit difficult for me at my age. Even so, the dazzling sets, the sublime music, and the true-to-life acting struck me to the very core. How amazing it all was. To think that something like this existed in the world. It was a setting I wanted to hurl myself into. I wanted to move others with the same impulse that had moved me. From then on, these thoughts were never far from my mind. And then, when I was in 2nd grade, I made my debut as a stage director. When the school was deciding the program for the arts festival, I eagerly proposed King Lear. Dragon Ace, this was the guy Minoru Kawa was interviewing and insulting, like he was the guy running that stage troupe. The rest of my class was, of course, rather flabbergasted, but as no other suggestions were put forth, Lear was chosen. That's insane. 2nd grade King Lear? No one's gonna understand anything. I raised my hand to volunteer as director. Since the rest of the class was unsure what a director even was, no one raised any objections. It was my directorial debut. I poured my heart and soul into it. Little did I realize that I had started down a road of hardship. Yeah, we had 10 days for... 10 days? Good luck, dude. It's like a 5-act play. We had 10 days for rehearsal before the opening. Why don't you know your lines? I told you that you had to have them memorized by today. Dude. Nobody is memorizing these lines. Sorry, I forgot. You forgot? You think that's going to cut it? I lashed out at a classmate who had yet again dropped his lines when we were already well into the rehearsal. How someone could fail to remember 3 measly lines was beyond me. Thinking back now, I've encountered an awful lot of actors over the years who simply refuse to listen to what their director tells them. What makes them so reluctant to faithfully follow directions? Are you really okay with the prospect of flubbing your lines during the actual performance? Yeah, right, Dragon Ace? You chose like 5 minutes of King Lear? Yeah, I guess? You could say them yourself. I'm busy. The only thing you're busy with is TV and games. The class suddenly fell silent. A 2nd grader saying this? I leaned back, sneering at them. A few of the girls began whispering to one another. Ugh, look at him acting all high and mighty when he's not even class rep. Yeah, he's not a teacher. He can't go around telling everyone what to do. Everyone hates the director. I learned that from the television programs I watched to learn more about drama. The director would pelt the actors and backstage crew with vitriol, toss out absurd instructions without compunction, and even hurl ashtrays across the stage. It was a job to perform without mercy. Directors don't lash out because they're bad people, mind you. But you have to be something of an ogre in order to assure that both you and the audience are satisfied when the curtain falls, to attain the sense of accomplishment that comes from true artistic achievement. Enough of the yammering! In my rage, I searched around for an ashtray in 2nd grade. They don't keep those in elementary school classrooms, however, so instead I grabbed and hurled the nearest pencil case. It's not authentic unless it's an ashtray, dude. Sorry, it's over. It's only natural for a born director to behave with such intensity. No sooner had I thrown the case, however, than the homeroom teacher snatched me by the scruff of my neck. Yeah. Before long, I was in the staff room getting a lecture crammed down my throat. Then I was made to return to the classroom and apologize to everyone. You're damn right. Still, I had not lost my passion for a successful production of King Lear. I would not be disheartened by such a minor setback. At rehearsal after school the following day, the teacher addressed us. In order to take some of the burden off of young Mr. Orai here, everyone will direct the production together. Yes, ma'am, the class replied as one. It was beyond absurd. Naturally, I was vehemently opposed to the idea. Democracy has no place in the world of art. The enjoyment comes from a clash of individuals who excel in their given roles, each refusing to compromise one iota. But the teacher would have none of it. It's all well and good to take this seriously, but we don't want a repeat of what happened yesterday. Let's all be friends, alright? Let's be friends? Did she think that fine art could be created by being friends? I could only grimace at such a laughable misconception. And so began our new rehearsal system. We would practice a scene, and then everyone would offer their opinions about it. You need to look at the person you're speaking to, I railed angrily. Where you look is important. Others chimed in from all around. Oh, what does it matter where you look? What if we tried reciting our lines while jumping? Say, I'm playing a tree. Can I have some dialogue too? I'm trying to figure out if it needs more yikes or more ta-da. Nobody could tell at this point whose instructions they should follow. From the very outset, it was chaos. Everyone just said whatever they wanted. There's no way I'm holding hands with a boy. This costume looks dumb. How about something more, like, superhero-y? Give me a new part. I should play the lead. Taste the wrath of the mighty Cornwall Slash. Vrow! Pew pew pew! Ba-boom! Stop all the rambling. Stick to the script. My anger had finally boiled over. We're all supposed to offer our opinions, though, right? Yeah, alright. Quit your belly aching. You're such a bellyacher. Bellyacher, bellyacher, bellyacher. This mad whirlwind, which no one in their right mind would call rehearsal, continued for days. A whole week passed. At last, once everyone had finally realized that the new approach was getting us nowhere, I was reinstated as the play's sole director. There wasn't much time left before the main event. Never before had I thrown so much gusto into the craft. What's with that monotone? You need to put more feeling into it. You're not reading from a textbook. I was not one to go easy on my actors. But I'm shy. No excuses. You're not bringing enough realism to the part. You need to give it more oomph. Okay, fine, I'll try. Thanks to my fierce directing, the others had improved, bit by bit. With just a little more patience, a truly grand sense of accomplishment could be ours. At long last, I was sensing a real response to my work. And then it all changed. The boy who was playing the back half of the horse suddenly took down his pants. His underwear came down next, then he squatted down on the spot. Oh no. His brow creased with the strain of effort. He was really doing this. The entire class flew into an uproar at this rather sudden development. Girls ran away, boys broke out laughing, the teacher rushed in unthinkingly to cut both hands under the young fellow's backside, ew, and I just stood there, dumbstruck. Once everything had finally calmed down, I went to talk to him. Jeez, what a horse's ass! What were you thinking? I demanded. You said you wanted more realism, so I figured the horse should take a dump. I had no words. That sure counts as real, all right, someone called out. The class erupted in raucous laughter. The energy drained from me in an instant, and I collapsed to the floor. Real? Was that what real meant on the stage? I couldn't deny that taking a dump qualified, from a certain perspective. The bowel movement itself had definitely been genuine. It had been live. It gave a certain ambience. Was that wrong? It hadn't been the kind of realism I'd been after. I'd been hoping for something else, for a sense of tension that went beyond mere fabrication, that expressed the clashing of life's various emotions. In my confusion, I clutched my head. Was this how my art was to fall apart? You stupid amateur! Before I knew it, I had blown my top, launching into a wild rant. I don't recall what happened next. I didn't recover right away and wound up missing school for a while. The school arts festival went on without me. I heard it was well received. What is art? What is drama? What is man? A miserable pile of... What is the world? Whenever I try to ask and answer these questions, I always think back to that experience. Back when I was young. If I had to compare it to something, it would be gum stuck to the bottom of a shoe. No, an AM radio broadcast, washed out with static. No, a cut of meat that's been steamed for too long. No, perhaps more like a sodden doormat. No, maybe it's like, yes, it's something like a love letter, written in the dead of night. Wow. Did you enjoy our tale of artistic agony? Well, if you're serious about the craft, we've got some good information for you. In Kano's story, in the 12 o'clock time block, Kano and Sasayama chase after the kidnapper. Try waiting on that scene for a while and see what happens. Have fun with that. And See you next time. Okay. Weird. I actually quite like that episode thing. Meowington, you're telling me that in the Maria section, I get a choice to shoot Alphard?
第8問、さあどうだ
I'll give it a token glance, but I am out of patience for this epilogue thing. Okay. I guess it's here? Avenging? I mean, you say skip to the gun choice. What's a choice? Where's the choice? There, I fired. Unless it was before this, but I didn't see any choice. I was not given one, because if I were, then I couldn't just mash X through it. So Osawa got shot. There, I did it. There was no choice to... Unless it's the second... Like, do I have a second gunshot or something? Yeah, they subdued Alphard. Hooray. There. I did it, and I think I'm no longer holding the gun. Like, Meowington, this is not happening. We got an we need an ambulance before. But I already was before. There was no choice. All right, here we're out on the rooftop. Confrontation. There's a jump someplace. Did I miss it? I'll see what happens. I was mashing X blindly, so let's see what happens. Alright. I'll go through it. Maybe I missed it. If this does give me the true ending, though, that'd be pretty cool. Again, though, why the hell should I read the entire thing? Like, just to maybe find the jump? That really is a pain in the ass. So we're mad at Kanan again. Oh, when she wakes up? Are you kidding me right now? Oh, for God's sake. God damn it. This is really irritating. Let's look for a choice. And yeah, what Winterburn said, this ending had better be goddamn amazing. It probably will be, but this is really irritating. I'm not seeing jumps, though. And I'm getting nervous every single time I see the name Maria. I'm like, ah, is this the jump? Had I, like... I didn't notice any jumps. But we'll see what happens. Even though I've already mashed X through all of this. Skip to when she has a flashback of Kanan. Okay, alright. So I forgot where that was, but at least now I kind of know what to look for. Flashback, please. We're having an emotional moment for the second time in a single stream. Okay, this might be the, no, we're looking away, we're looking at the monitor. So we're not at the flashback yet. But I think it's coming soon, because it's going to be like, oh my god, is that Kanan? Okay, I think it's... whatever the part is, I guess it's coming up soon. This is going to be really embarrassing if there is a jump here, because that'll mean that, like, I missed it, like, a long time ago on the stream. Alright, here's the flashback. Now I'm going to read this a little more carefully. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Get kidnapped in her place. We've been there. Okay. The video ended. Handed her the necklace. Kanan's already here. Mm-hmm. There's Jack. This man is dangerous. What you do next is up to you. And that was the flashback. Good skip. The other flashback? How many goddamn flashbacks are there? So where's the other flashback, Meowington? I don't remember where that was. Oh, here's the other... Okay, here's a flash. See what happens. This might be the one. So this is the video flashback. I don't know if that one counts. Was that the one? There was no doubt about it. That girl was Alphard. When Alphonse taunts her? Well, it wasn't when she wakes up then. It was when they're on the freaking shootout. God damn it. So I guess I'll just skip to this one then. Which is where I went in the first place. This isn't when Maria wakes up. This is like halfway through. Alright, so we'll see where this goes then. So we get to the taunting part, I suppose. What do you think happened to Kanan? Okay, here we go. So this is when we get super mad. Uh-huh. I'm still not seeing any, jump, though. Uh-huh. Every single time I see the name Maria, I'm like, ah, is that the one? You can't trigger the bomb, can you? I recently skipped through all this stuff. Kanan looks super creepy, though. Meowington, it's not a jump or an A or B choice. You saw me mash X through this entire sequence when Maria fired. Like, there is no choice. Like I said, like, 3 times, if there were a choice, I shouldn't be able to skip past it. Because, like, that's how it worked for all the timelines. Like, where's the choice? I already did the non-vengeance options in the main story. I swear, there's gotta be something different that I do to unlock the ability for the true ending to come out. Like in Mischief Makers. Like in Mischief Makers, when you're doing the end credit sequence, if you have not gotten every single gold gem, then you can just watch the ending sequence. But if you have gotten every single gold gem, all of a sudden you're given the option to grab somebody when it was never an option before. I think it's like that here, because you've seen me mash X through this entire thing. We got the gun. What are you thinking? We'll see if something happens, though. Kanan's dead, and you're gonna pay. Stanley says no. Her father says no. Tateno says no. Stay back. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't care. If you want to shoot, then shoot. Yeah, there's no choice. I think this is where we would have gotten the choice. Like, it just saved. This is probably, like, where it would be. No, Winterburn, we don't need all the bookmarks first, because the bookmarks are for particular endings. And in fact, getting the true ending itself unlocks a bookmark for a different ending. So, there is that. But, like, where the hell's my choice? I shouldn't be able to skip over it. And we fire, and nothing happens, just like the last time. There, I'm out. I am out. There's gotta be something else I have to do during the story. I'm not freaking doing it. There's no choice. There was no choice. We saw it for, like, the second time. So that was entertaining, I guess. Oh well. It gives you the choice back to Maria. I just fired the gun. Like, the choice did not happen. There's gotta be something different I do that I don't know what it is. Maybe I have to gather more wrong ends or something and then do the non-vengeance thing. I don't freaking know. I'm not doing this. Like, for the 100th time, this ending is not activating. I don't know how to activate it. Like, I mean, the choices are there, but there's gotta be some prerequisite. So at this point, I'll hit up a save icon. Oh, which means I don't need to do that. I want to do this. There's my save icon. Got the save icon. Anyway, we at least got to see some alternate endings and some pop quiz stuff, but this is where I'm going to call it. So thank you very much for joining the stream, and have a wonderful night.